This is J. Randall Wilkerson, editor at Wilkerson and Hughes Publishing. We are a specialty publishing house that deals in architectural historical books. We take the original drawings from the Historic American Building Survey started during the Depression as a WPA project under FDR. And we restore these old drawings. Some cases they're recent, but most of them date back to the 1930s and have faded away. So we've developed computer and hand processes to restore the lines and clean up all the dirt and debris off the digital scan drawings, reformat them to fit an 8.5 by 11 book, and bring them to the public. This is the train station drawings, Book 2, historic train stations taken from the Historic American Building Survey archives in the Library of Congress. The first station is the Orlando station. This project was conducted not too long ago, so the drawings are still fresh. You can see it's a Spanish Mediterranean style and is still in use in Orlando by Amtrak. At the time the station was built, of course, there were private train companies, railroad companies. The next one is the Central of Georgia station located in, let's see, Savannah. You can see that there are quite a few track locations for the station to operate from. Followed by that is the Williamstown, Massachusetts station. This is a small town in the northwest corner of Massachusetts with Williamstown College and the Sterling and Francine Clark Art Institute, which is a magnificent a museum filled with some of the largest numbers of French Impressionistic paintings in the entire country. The benefactor was an heir of the Singer sewing machine fortune, and his father was the ambassador to France during the Impressionist artist period, so he was buying up the paintings from dealers and from the artists at the time. He located this world-class museum to get away from any chance of atomic bombs destroying his works during the Cold War scare. This is Union Station in Indiana, Muncie, Indiana. LaGrange Stone Avenue Station. I apologize if the drawings are not always aligned with the video orientation, but we have to be able to flip the book with the maximum presentation of the pages on the video screen, so at least you can see some of the detail. This is Yosemite Valley Railroad Station in Mariposa County. This is a station that serviced Yosemite Park. This is the Union Pacific Depot in Kelso. The sharpness, razor sharpness of these drawings is only visible when you actually have the book in your hands, because you can read all the dimensions. The black density is extremely rich because we use a commercial digital lithographic printer with a special tube-type component that allows for maximum black density to simulate the original pen and ink densities. If you were to look at the original drawings today, they would be fairly faded, nothing like this. We had to work on every single drawing, every single page to restore them. In some cases, these drawings are better than the originals were when they were drawn because they were drawn in pencil. And we restore them to print like ink line drawings. The market for these books, of course, is not that large. It's a labor of love on our part for the beauty of the art, the beauty of architecture, something that seems to be lost and only remains in the actual buildings themselves. There used to be a time when every boy who went to high school was taught drafting, because sooner or later he would either be a manager, a designer, an engineer, or something that would require knowledge of how to read drawings and how to do drawings. But today, that's been phased out by many school systems. Now, the final drawings are not part of the Historic American Building Survey. They are actual photocopies of the original drawings of these train stations. These 2 pages are the Grand Canyon station at Grand Canyon National Park. They were required extensive cleaning. They're not perfectly clean, but they were historically significant. This next one is the North Philadelphia station on the B&O line. We felt that they were worth so much that we invested the time to clean up as much dirt as possible and erase and restore the line widths. These stations are shown as they were. Today their walls have been changed, there are modern refinements, so these are historical drawings from the origin, and in many cases they're over a century old. Often the pages are torn. We had to erase the tears and erase and restore some of the lines that were just missing. You have to be basically a draftsman or architect to do this work in order to know what lines to draw and how to replace them. Well, that gives you a quick overview of the Historic Train Station Drawings, Book 2. This book is available on Amazon.com and on eBay. It's $12.95, and the ISBN code is 978-1926-517-803. Thanks for looking.